Well, he's still proud. They're 15 points worse off than last season. And here we are, live touchline with the match winner, 𝕊𝕒𝕬𝕓𝕖 Isak. Very well done. Another goal, another win.
Yeah. No, very happy. It's a difficult place to come to, and no, just delighted with the win and another goal as well.
Now, when we were chatting on the pitch when you ran past us before, Mr. Shearer here was praising you, but was asking for one thing: scruffy goals inside the six-yard box.
That's the
and
best
you delivered one for him.
Ones, huh? Yeah, no, I know. Just got a toe on it. But they all
How much do you enjoy those ones?
No,
I'm just saying that you don't get 2 goals for scoring outside the box, do you? Those, to me, meant more than the ones, the 30-yarders. How about you?
No, the same.
Really?
I spoke to the teammates as well. Like, I feel them goals are the best ones. You can see just a little toe, so I'm happy.
I just wanted to say you've got 7 in 7 in 8 games now. Where's your confidence in terms of how you're feeling when you're sitting in the change room before the game?
I feel very good. I think it's not just individually. I think it's collectively as well. I feel the energy within the group is amazing. I feel like we're going into the games very confident. Myself as well. Obviously, when you score, you gain confidence. So I think, just got to keep going like this.
Is it me, or is it a conscious thing, or are you demanding more balls that come into the box? Because when I'm seeing the wingers one-on-one, I'm seeing more balls being delivered in there. Is that you telling them that, or is that something you're working on in training?
I think it's a combination. Obviously, I always want the ball in the box, but we've been speaking about it as well with the gaffer and to play more centrally, to mix it up a bit, so we can hurt the teams in any way possible.
And you had to dig deep in that second half, didn't you? You had to get men behind the ball even at the end. It was a bit nervy.
Yeah. No, it was very nervy. When I came off, I had to go inside because I didn't really want to watch. It feels like it takes forever. So I went inside and came back when it was like 30 seconds left. So but I'm happy.
Can you feel momentum? We've just said mid-December you were 11 points behind Chelsea. You've suddenly gone level with them. That's what this winning run can do to the league table.
Yeah, no, it's gone really quick. I think the table you can see is very competitive. You have a lot of team and it goes quick. You go in a run and so all of a sudden you're up there. So I think we have to stay focused, work hard, because as we've seen, it goes quick, and we want to keep going upwards.
And a big week, Alan, for Newcastle and this man.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, tell us, it wasn't quite like a month ago, was it? The turnaround in form and confidence and everything. The belief is where it is now to what it was 4 or 5 weeks ago is a huge difference. What's the difference for you?
No, as you say, if you look 2 months ago, it wasn't looking as positive, and the energy wasn't the same. But it can be one game, one result, or just a little turning point that can change a lot. But no, I think we've worked hard and to get where we are now, and we just have to keep going.
And a cup game midweek can be a great season this for Newcastle, can't it?
Yeah, it can. I mean, it's up to us. It's not going to be easy, but we're there. We're still in the cup. Obviously, we've been focusing on the Prem because it's difficult as it is. But now we have to switch focus and get ready for the cup. So it's going to be a good game.
Brilliant. Very well done again today. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Scored in the last 7 games, 6 wins in a row for Newcastle United. And off goes their top scorer, who, since the start of December, has scored more Premier League goals than any other striker, and that includes Mo Salah.
Yeah, he's on fire at this moment in time. He's got that belief about him, arrogance in a really good way. I don't mean to be disrespectful when I say that, but you need that as a centre forward. He's got that, and he's walking out onto the pitch. And he's walking out onto the pitch as knowing that he's going to score goals, and it's a wonderful feeling. It's a great place to be.
I was just having a smile when Alan asked him there about, were you asking the balls to be put into the box?
Or telling people.
Because there's a bit of history there, isn't there?
Well, I know that because I spoke to him maybe about a year or so ago, and he was asking or demanding that. And I said to him, tell them. And if they don't put it in there, get angry with them when they don't put it in. Eventually they will put it in there. So that's why I was sort of asking him that.
Were you there that day he did that with David Ginola in the dressing room?
I certainly was.
Yeah, I thought you might. If you're David Ginola and these two are demanding it to put in the penalty area, you put it in, don't you?
He put it in, but he could put it in, by the way, as well.
Could,
and Les used to tell him when he played here, 𝕽𝕤𝕚, to stick it in that box as well. So I think it's important. You know, they rely on goals. I mean, their numbers are incredible now. Something's changed. You know, it's not just happened for him. They're playing towards their centre forward. I always judge the way your team's playing is how many times your centre forward touches the ball in the opposition box. Because that means you're playing off him. You're playing towards him. They've got runners off him in this team. They've got a good balance. They've got fantastic wide players with pace. I think all the ingredients for a centre forward to score goals in this team. And he's doing it now. Let
me ask you the question I asked these two beforehand. Do Newcastle have to finish in the Champions League places to have that fella here next season?
I think it'd be difficult to keep him.
If they're not in the Champions League, you mean?
I think even if they are,
do you?
We don't know with the financial situation. They're the richest club in the world who can't spend any money. I mean, it's incredible. No one knows how much they got, how any of the teams, I'm not sure they really understand how much they can spend. They want to keep him, obviously. Look, wherever he goes, and I'll say this and I really mean it, he's never ever going to play under a better fan base than what he's got here. These two guys will tell you, when you're a centre forward at Newcastle and you're scoring every single week, you get lauded, you're a king up there. Hence why that man there, Alan, decided to go to Newcastle, and that was his team, you know, grew up supporting the team. But reason he chose, he had bigger clubs or teams who perhaps could have won more, but he decided to go and play for Newcastle. And Les is the same. Les was only there a short period of time, but he feels like he'd been there 10 years. And that's the way they treated him. It's incredible, the fan base, and that means a lot. And I really mean that.
He could play for any team in the Premier League, and he would improve them. I've absolutely no doubt about that. But I'm not sure there's many can afford him. I mean, they bought him for around about 60 million. Goodness knows what the transfer fee would be now if they had to sell him. They've got no desire to sell him, I know that. But if they had to, for whatever reason, then it would be an unbelievable amount of money it would have to be shown to Newcastle for them to even contemplate it.
And you know, there's a lot of teams now talking about, or people talking about, why you are people putting people on 6 and 7 year contracts. The reason why they put them on that contract is because they can keep him for a few more years without having a panicker.
Yep, 44 goals in 70 league games for Newcastle. Here's their manager, Eddie Howe.
Eddie, a tight game, but overall, do you think you deserve to win?
Yeah, based on our first half performance, I thought we were really good. Had a number of chances. I think the most pleasing thing is to come back from conceding an early goal away from home. Never easy. So we made it hard for ourselves, but played really well in the end.
Was that a bit of a shock to the system, conceding so early when you've been so tight at the back?
Yeah, but it happens, and I thought it was a really good header from 𝕬𝕬𝕬𝕬. From that moment, we knew we had a big task on our hands, but I thought we responded to that really well. On another day, maybe could have led by 2 at the break, and then second half, we had to defend really well, and they put on some quality players as substitutes, and I'm really pleased to get over the line and win that game.
You mentioned being pleased with the response to falling behind. What was the key to that response that you liked?
Well, I think obviously scoring early helps. You know, but mentally, I think you have to be ready to take that opportunity, and we were. I thought we pressed really well first half. I thought some of our attacking play was really strong. As I say, a bit disappointed we didn't come in 2 ahead, but then it was a different game in the second half. But we had to defend well, and in the main we did.
Well, I've got no choice, have I?
With the rest of the game, I mean, the amount of chances that you created in that second half, considering there's illness and everything going on in camp, what did you sort of say to the guys at half-time?
Oh, half-time, full-time, I'm just hugely proud of them. It's a game we should have won. We deserve to win. Like I said, all things being equal, we would have won. But these things aren't equal at the moment. So I couldn't be prouder of them. The way they played, their attitude, their ability to be resilient in the most extreme of circumstances, couldn't be prouder of them.
Well, that's the happier manager. Let's just round off here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium by going back to what Ange Postecoglou was saying. He's proud of his team. They've lost 10 league games, though. They've got a huge week. What can he do here? Just hope to get as many players back as quickly as possible?
Yeah, just continue doing what he believes is right, and that's all he can do. I think it's a huge week for him. The Carabao Cup is a massive game. It's the season, pretty much.
Is it season-defining, Tim?
I wouldn't go as far as that. I think it's a very important game. I think if you offered the Tottenham fans to win this game today or win the one in midweek against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, they would take midweek. They want a trophy, and the Newcastle fans want that as well. The greedy fans want both, but unfortunately, way we're depleted at the moment, Tottenham, and hopefully they can scramble a team together for the midweek and try and get a positive result.
Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for your company today. Alan, Les, Tim, Spurs, of course, with that Cup semi-final, and then the North London derby. Next for you is